Hello there, and welcome back to Dicepainter Live, where Johnny Chiodini will be joining me in just a second because he hit the start the stream button.
I did. I'm so nice.
I know, right? Oh God, he's also got a very sore tattoo arm, which we're going to be trying to avoid at all costs.
I just rubbed my elbow on some sound insulating foam and it hurt quite a lot.
Okay.
Hello.
All right. So, as you might have seen from the title, we are planning to play some Warcry soon.
Yes.
Which is a skirmish game in the Warhammer Age of Sigmar universe.
It absolutely is.
Essentially, instead of having big 1,000-point armies with hundreds of models, who's that? Okay,
no, carry on.
That's fine. You'll instead have just a small little warband of like 10 models max.
He's absolutely right.
So there you go. So we're going to be building, we've already built actually, we're going to be painting our little warbands. Thank you, Johnny.
Sorry, I'm just bringing the chat up.
So I'm going to be painting some Nighthaunt, which are these ghosty boys. They're pretty dang cool.
Ghosty boys. Gonna paint some Nighthaunt, aren't they nice?
So you can see in the preview window, I've done like a little tester model at home to have a look at what sort of color scheme that I want to give them. So basically, for anyone who saw on Twitter, I made up, basically I've got the, what's it called? The Soul Wars set.
Yeah.
Which is half Nighthaunt and half Stormcast Eternals. I always forget their names because I've just been calling them Sigmarines for my entire life. Right. But I painted the Sigmarines in like this purpley colour. Yeah. And I've got this idea that the Nighthaunt side of the box are basically going to be like the dead companions that they've lost in battle that they're eternally fighting against.
That's so grim.
Because I'm really morbid. So I'm going to be painting them with the same sort of colours, but they'll be all dark and obviously have ghost legs.
It's also very Nagash, because
yes.
like, if you know your Age of Sigmar lore, Nagash is like A, an incredibly powerful Lord of the Undead, and B,
a dick.
So petty. He is the most petty person you can ever imagine. So you can imagine, like, even with his legions and legions of undead, he'd be combing through them being like, no. Which ones used to be fighting alongside these guys?
Oh, look, is that your wife? There you go.
I, meanwhile, have gone for quite a cheery warband, because actually I have an army of Nighthaunt, so like I paint them a lot. Jared says, who decides to paint models at 3 AM? Depends where you are, really, Jared, doesn't it?
Although, to be fair, I've done that before.
But I've gone for some Gloomspite Gitz because I really like Squigs. I think they're really cute. And I just thought they were a fun warband that you could ally in. So you can see there, all I've done is prime mine.
Well, we've got a super chat.
Ooh.
Can't wait to watch this properly after work, but here's a contribution for the team building / pub trip fund. Happy Friday, guys. Aww. Thank you very much, in Felix Sora, for that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the reason we're streaming at this time is because we are taking the afternoon out of the office with incoming video team member Alex, and we're going to go to the pub and play Sail Watch, basically. Yes. But, so I've got, you can see down there, I've got, that's a Boing Grot Bounder.
I've just realised it's not showing off on camera. He's got a little mushroom skewered on his lance. Look at that!
And then I've got some Grots as well. Can you shove that in between them? Got some Grots as well to make up my
so tiny! Look at him!
The reason they're kind of black and white is that I've tried underpainting my models for the very first time, which is basically a process whereby you use black and white and sort of shades and highlights to add contrast to the model before you even paint it, because the idea is with layer paints, they show through a bit of what's underneath, so it's meant to light the model even just as you're putting on your very first coat. I've never done this before. I'm excited to see how it turns out. I'm also a little bit nervous, which is a nice place to be with some, like when you're painting. So
you're trying something different. You've got to try different techniques to get better.
I'm also trying a colour scheme that I just quite liked, but again, I'll show you in this cam.
I'll do it for you, mate.
Here we go.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So you've got some of this.
Got a purple, and got sort of like a nice turquoisey Sotek green. And I picked those out, and then Wheels was like, that looks like a 90s
raincoat,
jacket, like a 90s parka. And I was like, it absolutely does. So basically, thematically, these Gloomspite Gitz are going to be led by the Gallagher brothers. I think, because I've got 3 Squig riders, it might be like Noel, Liam, and like Gnome or something.
Giggsy.
Give
it Giggsy to the end of the season.
I'll come up with a name for the 3rd one. But anyway, let's crack
I've named my warband. So yeah, let's go through the models that we're painting today. So you've got 3 Squig riders.
Yep.
And then, was it five Grots?
5 Grots, yeah.
So one of them has a net, which is quite cute.
Yes.
This guy's a shooter.
That one's called a net. And I've got 2 stabbers and I've got 2 shooters.
Lovely. So I've got 3 of these guys, which are called...
all of their names are quite similar and it's quite hard to pass, even though I've been painting these guys for over a year.
They are called... I know this.
Just look at that.
I know this one. Actually, I've forgotten the names of all of these models, so it's fine. So basically, we've got my stabby boys, who are like polearm users. So you can see they've got these long, like glaive-like weapons. So I've got 3 of those. So I've named these boys Piker, Pokey, and Polearm. So these guys are going to be like, basically they're slightly cheaper than the other lads, because I've also got 3 of these like executioner dudes who have these scythes, who are very like Grim Reaper. And those guys are called, basically I've got...
Please look up the unit name.
No, it's fine. I've basically got... I'm giving them my own names, right? Because I've basically got my leader here, who's an ex-Toller of Shaiish. I do know that one, because he's got this big bell that he's like ringing throughout the battle.
Yep.
Submit your innuendos now. So he's called Mort, which is obviously a Terry Pratchett reference. So I've just named the other ones Bort, Gort, and Wart. Yeah, so they're all a bit silly, basically.
Isabel is enjoying the names.
Good.
There was also a question from Ragnar314 asking, is Wheels wearing eyeliner, or does he just have naturally lush eyebrows?
Eyebrows or eyelashes? Because if it's eyeliner, then...
Eyelashes, sorry.
Eyelashes. I have very long eyelashes. I don't know if you've ever picked up on that.
Yeah, they're like proper cow lashes.
Super long. I don't know why.
Says there is a 3rd Gallagher brother called Paul, but the family nickname him R. Dodd. So yeah, fine.
Do you know Phil Neville?
Not personally, no.
Stop it. You know who Phil Neville is?
Yes, of course I know who Phil Neville is.
Do you know what his brother's called?
No.
Neville.
Oh, I did know that, yeah. You know what Mark Bolan, lead singer of T-Rex, called his son?
What?
Roland.
Roland Bolan.
Roland Bolan. I mean, it's not, I mean...
right, I'm going to start painting now.
I mean, didn't David Bowie call his son Zowie?
Zowie Bowie?
Yeah, he did.
Good lord.
And then he changed his name and directed that film about the moon. I think it's called Moon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was David Bowie's son.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's a great film as well.
Learning all sorts of things.
Unfortunately, it's got Kevin Spacey in it, which means that it's been tainted a bit. But it's a very, very good film.
So, I have just added, for those of you following along at home, I'm using a glaze medium today, which is not something I do very often. This is basically like paint without the pigment. And also this particular glaze medium, it's from Vallejo, slows down the drying time of these acrylics, so you can really experiment with glazing on the colours. But what I want is for the colours to be quite thin, but for me to be able to control them quite nicely. Thin without breaking up, if you see what I mean. Because I'm then just going to slap this purple down, and hopefully the lighting I've sort of put in here, he says, the shading I've done will show through underneath.
Yeah, so that's called a zenithal highlight.
It is, yes.
Which is because it's supposed to imitate the sun at its zenith, which is its highest point in the sky.
Right.
So it's top down, basically.
Christ, it works!
It's good, isn't it?
Look at that!
Yeah, I know.
What? Oh my god.
So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting off all of my models. So I'm kind of batch painting, which is basically when you do each step to every model and then carry on from there.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to be doing is, as you can see, they're all have this white undercoat. So I'm going to be using a shade called Druchii Violet, which is a very nice purple shade. And when you... Johnny's just having his mind blown next to me. So when you put shade over white, it just sort of like gives it this sort of pastel-y colour. So I'm going to be giving it one of those, just to wash all over on each of the models.
This is mind-blowing.
Are you having the best time of your life right now?
I mean, yes, but I also now want to put all of my models in a bucket of Dettol and start again. We should probably... oh, good lord. Roland, Lowland, Boland keeps those names a-going. Don't know what he trolling, says Donald Trump. We should just say hi to some people, really.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello to, let's give this a go. Mr. Kapowski, Delirious Donna, Donatron, Benjamin Bloomer, I'm so sorry I've said your name wrong again, Brock Sisson, Kyle Erickson, Jared Carvalho, Corin Miranda, Isabel, CW1, did I already say the Fallen Hunting Grounds? What a name.
I don't think so.
Tholmner,
Tholmner.
Will Cornish, hello, Will. Yeah, what the heck, how much did I miss? Really not much, Will. I'm gonna sneeze. Hang on. Managed to mute my mic.
Good job. Bloody hell. You are a consummate professional.
And David Fernari has done us a super chat and said, Terry Pratchett references in the early morning. Skull emoji.
Hell yeah.
I do love Terry Pratchett.
I filled our tweet for this with ghost emojis.
Ah.
Shout out to emojis.
I never use them because I feel like I'm too old.
I have gotten to the point where, you know how like anyone that was born after like, I don't know, 1985 now has this like irrevocable fear of how they sound when they type things on the internet.
Yes.
I think emojis are a really important part of that because you can just convey the tone that you're hoping that you don't miss out when you're writing something.
Yeah. I see the value in them. I just feel weird when I personally use them. I still type some out as like, oh god, I'm really sounding old, aren't I? I still type some out as if I'm doing like MSN Messenger. Like I'll use an equal symbol and then a closed bracket to do a smiley face.
Oh god, are you from the equal symbols days? Not even colon.
I mean, other people used colons, I think, but I don't know. I mean, I remember when typing a capital D and then an equal sign to be an upset face. We were like, what's this? Who are these feathered upstarts? So,
well, there you go.
Yeah. I am an instant convert to underpainting.
Yeah?
This is ridiculous.
You enjoying yourself?
I really am. Like, it's not a very solid colour, so I'm going to glaze it on a second time. But so
you will lose a bit of highlight when you do a second coat.
Yeah,
I think.
no, I might do one strategically to.
Let's have a look then. Oh wow!
It just feels like you can see a lot more of the. Can you slap that down on the? Get rid of your spooky boy.
I was just going to pop it there.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. You can already see some of those highlights coming through, can't you?
Yeah, it's really useful. Like, I feel very connected to Johnny right now, complaining about them newfangled emojis to Captain Sparkle Fists. Hi, both of you consider doing a general painting tutorial video for new players? Asks for new painters. Sorry, asks Alan. Not really, because I don't feel like
we don't see ourselves as experts. Is
no,
the thing. So.
I don't know enough to really put myself out there as like an authority. What I was thinking we could do, because you can add videos to playlists that aren't your own.
Yeah.
We could make a list of painting tutorials we like. Like the reason I've underpainted is because I was tweeting about this kind of all week. A Canadian painter and now YouTuber put out her first video. She's called Dana Howell, and she is really, really bloody good.
She does synthwave Nighthaunt, which is looking amazing.
It's such a lovely colour scheme. She does brilliant Squigs and Gitz as well. And she put out a video just explaining the principles of it, and so that inspired me to try and do this, even though I don't have an airbrush, which is something she really recommends. So we could put together something like that.
Yeah, there's plenty of resources on YouTube, and there's some really lovely people there as well. There's a really nice northern bloke that we keep talking about who basically is just like, he sounds like a really kind teacher that's sort of like explaining something to someone who's a bit dumb, which is what you kind of need,
yeah,
really.
Luke of Luke's Affordable Paint Service. It's wonderful.
So you can see, lads, I've...
Will has said,
pinky
here's a bunch of Duncan videos, do the thing.
Yeah, Duncan from Warhammer TV is great if you want, like... Because he won't go as into much detail when he's doing like a full tutorial, because he'll basically show you how he does a full colour scheme, like from start to finish, how to paint a certain model, how Games Workshop paints it, kind of thing. But he does have a few little videos of like here's what undercoating is, here's what dry brushing is, all that kind of stuff.
I mean, even when he's showing you step by step how to paint a particular model, he explains why you're doing something.
Yes.
And I think that's really important, because just following steps by rote will give you a model, but it doesn't. You then have to do the work yourself in order to extrapolate it and turn it into a. Can you pass me that unpainted squig? Thanks. In order to actually turn it into something you're doing yourself, and I guess what I'm saying is picking up principles that you then go out and apply yourself to your future projects. It's not early, but it feels early. This is the first coffee I've had today. And normally I'm like, normally we're cracking into titties on these streams.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, to be honest, I woke up at a very normal time today, and it felt like I was very, very tired, so I just kept sleeping. Although usually I wake up earlier because Abby takes way too long to do stuff, so I'm just sort of waiting for her to rock up so that we can walk to the stop together. But yeah, when I'm just biking on my own, I was just like, oh god, I'm just going to stay in bed for another 20 minutes.
Yeah. So you're not bored in today? Do you not skate in today?
No, it's raining. It's always wet. Yeah. I've got a longboard. Bought a longboard to commute with.
Another thing that makes me feel very, very old is that I wouldn't risk getting on a skateboard these days.
To be fair, I still feel incredibly worried about my own personal safety when I get on it.
I'm not saying you can't be conscientious.
There we go. The nice thing about having your first wash with the white undercoat as well is you can be quite liberal with the paint. You don't really have to worry too much about it pooling because it's just going to ink it a bit, you know?
Yeah, true. I do like Nighthaunt because if you're just doing washes and stuff, you can get through them quite quickly.
Yeah.
Like my whole colour scheme, which is a kind of like an ombre thing in purple and blue, it looks very Skeletor actually.
Yeah, so
it's very He-Man.
When I was testing this stuff out, because I have that Nighthaunt Gloom paint, which is like the blue sort of like ghosty technical paint that Games Workshop released with the Nighthaunt.
Yeah.
And I did that all over first, and then gave like a crimson wash over it, trying to give it like a purpley tone.
Yeah.
But instead, it had like slightly purpley red in the shadows, and then super bright blues in the highlights, which meant that it basically just looked like a ghost in a Spider-Man costume, and it just wasn't good. And then I tried to put purple over it, and then it just got more Skeletor, and I was just like, oh god.
Yeah.
So I decided if I want purple, I'm just going to use purple, and it came out a lot nicer.
Fair enough. I came very, very close then to washing my brush in my coffee. Also, I've lost my nail scissors, so my moustache has gone untrimmed at the minute.
Oh lord.
So I just took a sip of coffee, and then about 30 seconds I went and managed to spit coffee everywhere, despite the fact I had none in my mouth. It's a real talent.
Okay, there's another wash. I like, oh god, lord. I like putting them in the spotlight because I feel like the lights maybe are drying the paint quicker. I know that's not how it works at all, but
this glaze is drying faster than I thought it would actually, because I put quite a bit of glaze medium in there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to explain glaze medium to the crowd?
I already did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Glaze medium thins down the paint without breaking up the pigment too much. It's basically paint without pigment in it. So it means that your paint is thinned and lighter, and it gives a lighter layer without watering it down, which can make the paint kind of bitty. And it also slows the drying time down, so you've got more time to play with things. And it also means if you're combining colours, then you can sort of do a bit of wet blending.
We've never done wet blending on this stream.
No, I am afraid of wet blending.
Wet blending is terrifying.
Now, what do I do next? Because I've decided on the cloaks of these guys. So it's coming up to Halloween. It's the spooky month. I'm going to do them in orange and black.
Spooky time.
I just don't know whether to pile straight in with that. Or maybe I'll base them in Dark Reaper. So it's more of a grey and...
Yeah, I find that you don't want to go straight black, because when you pop a null oil on it, you'll get the better shadows.
Yeah.
You won't get any shadows from a straight Abaddon, as they say in the business.
And also, when should I do skin tones on the actual grots?
I think you want to base all your colours up first.
Yeah. Somebody once described it to me, and this is another thing that you get from videos like Duncan's from Warhammer TV. It's not like you're learning incredible techniques that sort of, you know, secrets of the master painters. It's more just reframing painting and how you think about it. In order of what to paint and when, you just imagine like the models getting dressed. So like start with the skin, then do the clothes, then do the armour, then do the bits they're holding. You know, it's like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. So, I don't know. It's lovely to see some people like enjoying the fact we're streaming early for us because it's a reasonable hour for them. Emily says, I'm so glad this is at a reasonable hour here and I can watch live while I'm studying.
Ah, what are you studying?
Yeah. Don't know why I had to say that in quite such a weird and vaguely threatening manner.
Yeah, what are you studying? Nerd.
Well, you're the one who said that, not me. What colour skin am I going to give this Grot? I'm going to give my Grots all different colours of skin.
Are you going to go for like a similar colour palette with different shades, or are you going to go for like different actual colours?
Different actual colours.
Okay.
Partly just because like, I was just thinking about colorism in fantasy races because Brandon Dixon, the author of Swordsfall, has tweeted about it quite a bit, and he kind of made me see it differently. Like, I know people are like, it's harmless if you're talking about an orc. Orcs have green skins. That's not like contentious. That's not tied into race or anything like that. But it's like, well, if all orcs have green skin, and you're describing an orc flitting between the trees, and you're like, you see something move, blah, 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 you see a bit of green skin, everyone's going to be like, that's an orc. But it also kind of subtly conditions people to look at colour first. Yeah. And then see other things separately. Whereas, like, if you've got orcs and they can be all sorts of colours, you have to describe them more creatively.
And also, like, just because something's an orc doesn't mean it's inherently evil as well.
Exactly.
That's another thing about, like, especially with Dungeons & Dragons, I think we were talking about this before.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at Elder Scrolls, for example, the orcs are just another race of people that have their own cultures and live in different ways to the rest of society, kind of thing.
So yeah, I want to give them all sorts of different skin tones. I just don't know where to start with this one.
Basically, ask anyone who does writing a bit, and they'll say that if you just make one entire race of creatures inherently evil, it's not very interesting.
Yeah.
It's the long and short of it.
Jack Parkinson says, hello, can't stay long because I'm at my PhD induction session.
Ooh.
Just popping in to applaud your good work. Stay quotable, it makes the soundboard much easier.
Yeah, I'll just applaud your good work, Jack.
Yeah, both on the soundboard and PhD-wise.
Good Lord. Are you doing a PhD on how to impress people on YouTube? Because you sure are going to ace that one, I'll tell you that.
I can barely have a GCSE in that. Okay, so...
Only 11 years on camera, bud.
We had some comments recently from somebody who was like, this channel isn't what I thought it was going to be. When are you going to start doing X, Y, Z? Also, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. And I was like, okay, I replied politely. And then they were like, thanks for being nice. Hope you get comfortable on camera soon. And it's like...
I had to ask Johnny to delete his comment because he got a bit upset.
You didn't have to ask me, I'd already deleted it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But I've been on camera since I was 19 years old, doing this professionally. Hope you get comfortable on camera. I don't know. Anyway.
Bloody whippersnappers, eh?
Ugh, oh, that's too much paint.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a bold blue, that is.
Oh my lord.
Not into that.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Not into that.
Saw some beardless Johnny recently, a sight to behold, says Brock.
Yeah, mate, there's loads of it out there.
Jeez.
Absolutely loads.
Good lord. I've had a beard since the beginning of time because I don't have a chin. I don't have the luxury of being able to go clean shaven because it makes my entire face look like a thumb.
Oh, I couldn't grow a beard when I was first appearing on camera.
Oh, but to be fair, mate, I've had a beard since before I could reasonably grow a beard. I've just had to suffer through the horrible stage of, like, sort of beard that you have when you're a teen.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Bad times, man. Bad times.
I used to shave all the time because I find it really, really relaxing. But don't anymore, as you can see. I'm stumped. I am bloody stumped as to what colour to put on this bloody Grot.
What, the skin colour?
Yeah.
Do like a yellowy orange.
I'm going to make it... No,
like Hobgoblin.
I'm going to I'm going to make him Caucasian.
Okay.
And then do some others. Just because I just want to get this one out of the way, and I've got my I know what I'm doing with white people skin tones.
I'm rubbish at skin tones. I was trying to find a non-swearer there. I'm really rubbish at skin tones.
Painting skin is...
It's difficult.
Not my favourite, yeah, I have to say.
Also, like, especially on Games Workshop models, when they have like the example paint jobs, I always find their skin paints are like really sort of cartoonish almost. Like they're super like, and it doesn't help that all of their models are just like jacked men, which are like more ripped than Arnold Schwarzenegger. But oh, we have a lovely super chat. Do you want to read that? Because mine's too zoomed in.
Terry Fox has done us a super chat. Says, hey you legends. Thanks for the entertainment during my lunch break and beyond. Thanks also for the painting tips on the small figures. Going to give it a try again after finishing my Gundam models.
Ooh, Gundam. Interesting.
Hope you're enjoying lunch. Don't know what you're having, but I hope it's delicious. I'm struggling with this glaze medium. It's going to take a while for me to get used to it. It was great on the purple, but I just tried to use it on the skin tone. It's like, nah, I just need something.
To be fair, mate, skin tone's a pretty light pigment, so you might be all right.
Yeah.
It might shine through anyway. Especially if it's a layer paint as well, rather than a base paint. They're pretty thin. Anyway.
Oh no, this is a base, but I've just taken it down with some water. It's fine.
That's basically what a layer paint is anyway. Just thin down base.
Oh, exactly. We're all learning together.
Okay, there's another one. Leave that boy to dry. The trick to a good beard is caring for it properly and getting it trimmed instead of shaving.
Agreed.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, you have to have that time at the beginning when you're first growing your beard where you do shave it a lot, because shaving makes the hair thicker.
That's a fallacy.
Is it?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Shaving to encourage is not a thing. It's just about perception. Because it's harder to track how long like beard hairs are growing. But with stubble, you're like, oh, there it is. I see it. It's coming.
No, I think like the actual like if you've, I don't know.
I regret to inform you that the idea that it stimulates the follicles is in fact a load of follicles.
I don't think it stimulates follicles. I think it just allows it to grow afresh now that you've actually got thicker hairs there.
Oh, a super chat from Alex Gray. Hey dudes, just want to say I love Dicebreaker and that your vids bring me so much happiness. Johnny's TED talk from a bit ago was so helpful, by the way, smiley face. Oh, thank you very much, that's really kind.
Your comments make us smile, so
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, that's really lovely.
A big shout out to the community that is forming around Dicebreaker, by the way.
It's very, very nice.
So many lovely, lovely people in our chats all the time.
Yeah, it's nice to just get a bit of feedback on things and stuff.
Things and stuff.
I mean, I'm just really glad people put up with us.
Yeah.
Right, nearly done with this sort of fleshy. Oh, there's another one. The Fallen Hunting Grounds has done a super chat. Guys, love the vids and the live shows. Keep up the great work. And also, any good game recommendations beside the ones you have covered?
Lots, yeah.
Weapons, freewheels.
Play Cyclades. I will say it until I die.
Cyclades is Wheels' favourite.
It's just one of the best war games I've ever played. It's fantastic.
I've already banged on about Merchants and Marauders. I played a game of El Grande the other day.
Oh, the aerial control Spanish one, right?
It's quite fun. I'm going to slap that down and pass me that little chappy. Just to show you, I've done a very simple flesh base coat and then I'm going to highlight that in a bit. El Grande, Spanish for the Grande, says Will Cornish. Yeah, we call it the big. It's not my favourite, I don't think, but I do like it.
It's nice to see, because that was one of the first sort of like area controls that got really popular, isn't it? So it's nice to see where things have come from almost.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of one of those ones where you're like, I recognise this from a bunch of more recent games.
That have taken the idea and improved on it.
Yeah, it's nice though. Ragnar314 says, any plans for live versions of Watch Paint Dry with Johnny and Wheels at future conventions?
That's a nice idea that we haven't talked about.
Yeah.
Huh.
Let's see, why not?
I wonder if...
Wouldn't it be...
We'd have to talk to the relevant people about this, but you know how Games Workshop have stands where you can paint your first models at events?
Yeah.
I wonder if we could do a session where we kind of do one with you.
I don't see why not.
That'd be
I
quite
think we
cute.
would have to find a sponsor to supply models and paints.
No, I mean like if we could talk to Games Workshop about just sort of like, I mean obviously it's entirely dependent on whether or not Games Workshop want to do this. So don't use this as some kind of confirmation. But yeah, about just doing it in one of those booths where they have that already set up, kind of thing.
Well,
come paint a Space Marine with us, even though they're the most boring things to paint.
At Res this year, there was in the tabletop area just a place where you could pick out a miniature, use some of the paints on offer, and just sit and have a little chill time.
Oh, that's lovely.
And there's a massive version of that at PAX Unplugged.
Ooh.
Although last year when I went, I got the wrong end of the stick and took some of my Nighthaunt and paints across the Atlantic with me because I thought it was just a thing where people would rock up and paint. So then I'm there, I pull out my big placky bag of paints and my models, and instantly lots of people were like, oh, a bellend, because I hadn't prepared. I actually made some friends because people were instantly like, what? And I was like, oh, I got the wrong end of the stick. And it was really, really nice. It was lovely. So yeah, it would be nice to do something like that.
That's a really sweet idea, actually.
We're gonna have a go on that, I think.
Have a think about it.
Yeah. Right, let's see how this goes. I'm just glazing on some green onto the belly of this squig to start getting that nice little colour scheme going. I'm going to need a couple of coats of that because this black is quite dark.
That's black
but
for
the
you.
glaze is lovely. Being able to blend that. Oh my god, I'm blending!
What?
I'm blending!
Oh my god!
You're not looking!
Look how soft it is!
This is a game changer.
Mate, you're such a painter.
I mean, like, what? This is great fun! Oh my god! Like, this is unfeigned. Can you get that on the thingy?
Yeah.
And then pass me the other one. Just try and... There you go. Can you tilt his little belly up a bit so people can see...
Look at that.
See that? It's just gone straight on and like... It's... it, like the underpainting gives such a lift to the base coat that A, I feel like I'm further on in a miniature than I otherwise would be, and B, I feel like I know what I'm doing a bit more because I can see the result I'm going for.
Yeah,
I just need to draw it out.
One of the most disheartening things about painting models is when you do your base coat and it looks horrendous because you haven't done any of the superfluous stuff on top.
Well, we've talked about this before. That's why shades are so much fun because it's the make look good water.
Yeah.
But this is bonkers. I mean, I'm just glazing this straight onto on this underside. It is just pretty much black. But oh my god, glazes! Who knew? Loads of people. But
everyone but us.
This is great fun. Oh, out the corner of my eye, I can see we have a super chat. Do you want to take this one?
I'm blending! I'm blending! Johnny, 2019, says Darkheart. Thank you very much, Darkheart.
That's really lovely of you. We can do his little Pete's as well.
Little pizza?
Little Pete's. No, his little Pete's. His feet.
I just want pizza, to be honest.
I mean, that's an option for lunch.
It is an option. Shh, Abby might be watching.
That's a beautiful thing about married life. Definitely know she's not watching. No, I mean, like, that was excessive. That was like, lol, I'm married humour. My wife loves me very much, but she just trusts me to get on with my work without her tuning in, because our interests don't really mesh in that way.
Whenever I'm making random characters for like D&D stuff or whatever, for whatever game I'm GMing, I'll always have at least one who's got the Brooklyn accent, and just literally every response he has to your comments is just like my ex-wife, because it's one of the funnest things to say. It's such base level horrible humour.
We've got a super chat from Axaya. Is that right? I've not got my gloss on. Yeah, Axaya. Saying just to drop in and say hey, and the channel rocks. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It's funny when people praise us in super chats because we have to read them out. It's like, oh no, we have to
Stop making me accept compliments, Dad. There we go. This guy's got some cool chains on him as well. I don't know if I... See, this is my my one question I have about the models I'm painting right now. Because I've got my scheme here, but this one that I've done the sort of test on is super simple. It's cloak and then ghost. What I want to know now, are these chains like astral projections, or are they actual physical chains that are hanging off of the physical representation of what's still there in the world? Kind of thing?
I paint mine as metal, and I don't rust them, but all the weapons I do rust, because I feel like they are astral, and therefore they are like unrustable.
I wonder if... I wish I had more models to experiment on, but like... I wonder, and I also don't have the paint with me, but I wonder if you did like a metallic undercoat and then put the Nighthaunt Gloom on top.
Oh, I would have brought it if I'd known.
Yeah, well, I've got it at home as well. I would have brought it if I'd figured it out before it was on stream. But
Luke F has done a super chat. Says, does Dicebreaker have a Twitch? No.
No, we were thinking about it.
I think the page exists. But,
yeah.
Basically, not to be too like our business about it, but all of our targets are set against YouTube, and also kind of like. Feels like, I don't know, I've never seen much point in splitting our audience. I know that, you know, people like Twitch a lot more for streaming and stuff like that, but we've kind of, we've gone for this, and...
At the beginning, we were like, let's do Twitch as well.
Yeah.
But then, especially, and like a lot of like decisions that we've made so far have come down to the fact that there's only two of us.
Yeah.
So like, there were a lot of times where we were just like, oh, we just don't have the manpower right now to... like setting up splits and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I think we're fine just being on YouTube. I think most people have a YouTube account.
Yeah. I mean, never say never, but
if there's a genuine outcry for people to be like, I only watch stuff on Twitch, could you please go on Twitch? Then maybe. But
yeah. Isabel says, finally talked some people into playing Blaze in the Dark by getting my group's D&D characters to play it as a minigame in world.
What?
That's hilarious. That's incredible.
That's insane.
I love that.
That is the most meta thing I've ever heard.
I'm well up for that, though. That sounds brilliant.
I'll talk about breaking the 4-4.
I know.
There we go. Making sure I get this wash deep inside the crevices. Because the thing about ghosts, nothing inside of them. They're hollow. That's the thing about ghosts.
Accept the compliments painting dads and like them, says Exaya in another super chat.
Oh, thank you, Exaya.
Oh, thank you.
Dad.
Okay. Where do I go from here? No. Just no. I don't like him.
Nobody likes him.
I have a very hard time separating art from artist, though. So.
Yeah.
I hear Axl Rose, I want to throw up.
I have that with Ed Sheeran. I think he's a bellend.
Yeah. Also, his tattoo artist should be in prison.
No, did you see the outcry from his tattoo artist?
No?
I don't know if it was a real article or not, because that's the culture we live in now. But it was like an interview with the tattoo artist saying like, I used to be a really good tattoo artist, and now I just paint really crap things on stupid famous people that I hate. Because he's just become a niche now, or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Because he was doing those horrendous, like, I guess, children's drawings.
So there's a school of tattooing called naive tattooing, where the tattoos are deliberately simplistic, but actually done by skilled artists. And you can tell the difference. So maybe it sort of taps into that, but yeah, I don't know, Ed Sheeran's tattoos are just hateful.
Yeah. Did you see the whole story about the ketchup bowl?
How he's getting a Heinz.
Yeah, but did you see that they put it in a museum?
Yes, I did, actually. Angel B. Thank you. Has done a super chat and says, speaking of tattoos, your new one looks amazing. Thanks.
Looks painful as well,
I can't straighten my arm right now. On Tuesday, this was from here to here, 6.5 hours of shading, and a lot of it was around the elbow.
Does it stay that dark, or will it get to this sort of
It'll
faded?
fade.
Yeah.
So if you look at that one,
yeah,
it'll fade to that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Also, I've just noticed, have you got like a little freckle shining through this one?
Oh, that's a mole. You can't tattoo them because if you tattoo a mole, it like drastically increases the chances of it becoming cancerous. So there's a little tiny gap.
I learn something new on every stream.
Chris Maller says, greetings from Germany. Thanks for the great vids. Thank you for the super chat.
Guten Tagen.
I wonder if people can recall super chats. But yeah, so Frodo Baggins says,
Poke your wheels.
Poke the tattoo. Please don't do that.
Oh, Lord.
But
Right.
yeah, I've got one more session to go on this thing.
So these are starting to dry now. So basically, I've done my ghostly underpaint on all of them. So actually, I've made the preview window very, very busy because of it. But you'll see I've got them all sort of like purpling up. Some of them are still drying. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get my Screamer Pink, which is more of a purple, and it's going to be going on their cloaks. So I'm going to be painting their sort of robes, and they're going to come out this colour here. So once I've done that, I'll then do another Druchii Purple, but all over the model this time, so that it not only deepens the purpley colour of the flames, but also gives some shading to the fabric. So that is the next step.
Hold up. Stop the presses. Emily says, I'm getting a new tattoo on Sunday. I got the idea for this one from Oxbox and Oxtra. They are a bad influence. Tell us.
No way. What are you getting?
Yeah, tell us.
Tell us.
Dalen K says, for a split second I panicked and thought Johnny was drinking out of the brush cup instead of his coffee cup. We've all done it.
We have.
I once washed my brush in some whiskey. That was stupid.
Daniel Trigg sends a super chat and says, I've never been more excited about a channel starting. Can you give a shout out to Hannah Milligan, who is a big fan and is nailing her new job? Well done, Hannah, on the new job. Congratulations on being excellent at it.
Yeah.
And thank you very much, both of you, for watching.
Yeah. Good shout out. Do you want to know something grim? Last night, when I was underpainting these, I was doing it in bed. I was catching up on some Great British Bake Off, as one does.
Great British Break Off.
And I was at the stage, I've just finished the stage where you apply like Nuln Oil, which is a shade, it's a very, very, very thinned down paint. It comes in like a really watery pot like that. And I didn't have any water to wash my brush with. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do?
Well, don't eat it, Johnny.
So I didn't eat it straight up. What I did was I did have a bottle of water I was drinking from. And so making sure my wife wasn't looking, I took a big swig of water and then just went...
Oh,
It's
no.
non-toxic.
No.
Oh my God. Emily is getting the Dragon Age Inquisition symbol on the side of her neck.
Oh, my God.
That is bold. But cool.
Have you got any tattoos already, Emma? Or is that your first one? Because going straight on the neck is pretty ballsy.
I can only assume Emma does already have tattoos, because some people won't tattoo you on the neck unless you're already heavily covered.
Oh, really?
Yes. Let's get a little bit more in there. And really, so what I'm doing, normally I paint quite fast on these streams, but I've slowed right down because I'm trying to work out how far I can go with applying a second layer without obliterating that highlight. As I don't want this to look patchy, but I also don't want to just make it uniform in colour.
I absolutely love this colour.
Scream pink.
So nice.
Oh no, that's...
Yeah, it's scream pink.
Is it? Yeah, it isn't.
Gorgeous. Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yours looks...
Exactly the same?
Yes. It's just under these lights, it looks really, really red.
I think it's because it's going on a white undercoat, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably it. So I mostly use it on my Arcanauts, my Kharadron Overlords, and I give them a grey undercoat. Okay.
What are you doing next?
I don't know. I'm really slowing down, which is fine. Milton Knoll says, anybody else falling asleep and waking up randomly? Yes, Milton. Everyone's very, very... Wake up!
See? There's just something relaxing about watching people paint.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've said it on stream already. I think I have, but my girlfriend watches Bob Ross every single night.
Yes, you have mentioned that before. Where are you? Where are you? There you are.
Where are you?
Brooklyn Flesh Shade. Oh, Cora Miranda's going to go make a hot chocolate while listening to the stream. Lovely hot chocolate. nice, milky warm cup of delicious, sweet. Wake up!
The new Johnny alarm clock is available soon in our merch store.
Oh my god, it's the anti-me from Eurogamer. On Eurogamer, me going, go to bed! Used to be a real meme. Darkheart says, you're slowing right down because moving any faster would be painful, Johnny. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm slowing down because I'm working out this colour scheme, whereas normally I know what I'm up to.
Yeah, see, this has been me on every other stream where I've been like, oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. Why didn't I think about this beforehand?
Like, wheels are slow.
So I've done a very specific test twice to try and work out what I want to do. That's why I've got that little example model there. And now I'm flying. Oh,
Monaco can't stay too long because my poodle has a vet appointment in a bit. I hope the Isabel has go to bed as bedtime ringtone.
Nice.
I hope your poodle's all right.
Yeah, let us know that everything's okay.
Yeah, I hope it's nothing serious. Oh, I just realised these. I am painting 5 grots as well, but all of these other Squig riders have helmets on, so it doesn't matter that I made that one skin tone, I guess. But I think I'm going to leave the grots for today, and I'll do them in another time. So I'm having fun with Squigs. Okay, so I guess I should put a metal base coat down.
I love doing metallics. I don't know why, but they're just so satisfying, and I find them really easy to do as well. Because like, basically, whenever you paint metal on a miniature, you usually get these sort of paints that have like a little bit of glitter in, I guess. Like that. So that's lead belcher.
Will's done a super chat and it's wake up! Grab a brush and paint a little man up! I love Will. I really, really do. Yeah. Should I try adding glaze medium to lead belcher? Why not? You only live once, eh? Back up! Grab a brush and paint a little man up! Dicing with the breakup!
Did I send you the IT crowd version of
that? Maybe?
Father! It's so good. Oh my god. One thing that's really annoying about these, this paint job rather that I've selected. You know how you often go over the line and then have to pull it back?
Yeah.
It's really hard when, to pull it back, you'd need to paint more white and then wash it to get the same sort of colour tone.
Yeah.
So you have to be super careful around the edges.
We have a super chat referencing my favourite Disney film. Zanzibar White says the one on the right is like a nightmare version of the guard buzzards from Disney's Robin Hood. I'm going to assume that's the miniatures you can see in the close-up cam.
Not the people on the face camera, which is us.
Which would be me. I'm the nightmare. It's 3 o'clock and all's well. Best Disney film by country mile.
No.
Okay, well.
I'm sorry, just no.
Sorry. All right. No, that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I mean, it was very confusing for me as a boy when I realised I just full-on had a crush on an anthropomorphised fox. Not Maid Marian, like Robin Hood.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my goodness.
I think a lot of people had that issue with, what's it called? Space Jam as well. Because they really hypersexualised those bunnies, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Disney. Warner Brothers, rather. Right.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam.
Johnny is not a furry. Shut up.
Johnny, come on. You came to work in your suit this morning.
I don't have a fursuit. I'm not a bloody furry.
My friend has a genuine phobia of people in fursuits. He's so terrified of them, which I think is entirely reasonable, but he is so terrified of them.
I met somebody in a fursuit at EGX Birmingham, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And they were trying to tell me something, but they weren't talking, obviously, because they were in a fursuit, so they were just frantically signing at me, and I was like, it was like playing a game of charades, but I was like I'd just come off a live panel and wasn't really sure what was happening. It was quite stressful, actually. I shan't lie. I love glazes and underpainting. Life is never gonna be the same.
There we go. I also need to be really careful around the face because they have like these skulls poking out.
It happened!
It went in the coffee, didn't it?
Yeah!
Well, that coffee's ruined. No. Oh, Johnny.
Damn it.
The toxicity of my coffee,
No! These are non-toxic acrylics, so they're quite safe for
Drinking.
Cat Hack has done done a super chat that says, my dad has been tattooing for almost 40 years and says that artists used to say tattoos from the neck up and wrist down were called no jobs. I know them as job stoppers. Salem K. Oh no, my prediction came true. They're quite commonly referred to as job stoppers or job blockers. Because I do plan to get my hands tattooed. Maybe next year, we'll see. I don't know. I'm still like, my parents are wonderful and supportive people, and they've never once objected to my tattoos. But I kind of feel like that is the one area where they might be squeamish.
Do you know what you want on them?
I'm kind of mulling some things over. I know what I want in my palm, but
Your palm.
yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But you know,
I feel like I really want tattoos, but I'm so squeamish.
it's not as bad as you think. It
Yeah.
depends. It depends where you get them, really, and you do definitely build up a
Tolerance.
yeah. Like I wouldn't say. It's not like I have a ridiculously high pain threshold in life outside of getting tattooed or anything. That's not what I'm trying to say. But like and tattoos do still feel really uncomfortable when I'm getting them done. And sometimes, like this week, they're just outright painful. But you just get better at not moving, which really is the only important thing. Like, stay conscious and don't move. Which, it's not a great recommendation for an activity, is it? When those are the two caveats.
Sounds a bit more like a demand of a hostage or something.
Yeah. What was your first tattoo? My first tattoo was this caffeine molecule here. I'm actually going to get it covered up one of these days because it doesn't fit with the rest of my arm or my tattoos. So, Jake the Pirate wants to see my Wicked Sister tattoos. Give me a sec. It's not a sex thing. Will says, I have a friend who is a tattoo artist and no longer refuses to do job stoppers because she refused someone and then saw them 2 weeks later with a truly shit version of the same work. I guess that's a very good point. If you know you can do a good job of something somebody is already determined to have, then, you know, why not? Anyway, the Wicked Sisters in the Gentleman Bastard sequence. It's a series of books by Scott Lynch, who's a great fantasy author.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking of Twisted Sister, and I thought you had a Twisted Sister tattoo, and I was like, that's weird.
One of the characters has a pair of hatchets he calls the Wicked Sisters. And I love those books so much I got them tattooed on my chest.
Nice.
I will say, before anyone nitpicks, no, they don't have iron balls on the end, but sod it. So there's one. I'm trying to do this without.
Oh, yes, I've seen those. I didn't realise what they were.
There we go. People sometimes think they're eyebrows. It's like, why do they get eyebrows?
Okay, that's one coat done.
I'm still laughing at that super chat from Will. There you go. Check up. Ow. Good. Skin just feels very tight is all. It's still quite swollen.
By the way, guys, obviously we've got a couple more videos to go out this week. I've done a review of like an RPG, which is called Icarus.
Icarus!
And it is the longest review video I think that we've ever done, regardless of just me. It's 23 minutes long.
That's a long-ass review.
It's also one of the most ambitious edits I've done because I put a stupid amount of effects on to make it do the thing that I wanted. And I watched half of the render this morning, and I'm quite excited to release it now.
Good. I also really hope someone got that reference when I yelled Icarus.
I didn't.
Okay. I didn't think you would. No offense.
No, that's all right.
It's literally an age thing.
Old person thing. We should get a jar, shouldn't we?
That's another $1 for the swear jar.
Bugger.
Could you please put that on the thing and swap it? Yeah. Who are our favourite 40k characters?
40k characters.
Ludus and Frinium. There's Khan the Betrayer. I don't know.
40k characters.
I don't really know 40k very well at all.
Well, I played Tyranids, so I don't really have many characters. There's all One Eye.
Don't mind.
And like the Hive Queen and stuff, but
Grot.
they're a hive mind, so they don't have much character.
Mm.
It's more about the stories that other people have told about them, kind of thing. So, but technically, chaos exists in both universes, and I really like Kairos Fate Weaver because I painted him. So there you go.
There you go. Yeah.
There's my favourite 40k character.
Yeah, I'm sorry I don't know more about 40k, but I don't, so there it is. Good, well done, Johnny. That was seamless.
My favourite Warhammer character in general is Ikit Claw, because he's a legend.
I don't think I have a favourite. Tell you what makes me very, very sad is the fact that the general of the character in Overlords has a big top hat, and he just looks silly.
I mean, the character in Overlords as a faction are a bit silly.
Johnny, did you eat a lot of paint as a child, or did it just come to you as you got older? I've never had any aptitude toward art or painting at all. This is the first sort of like traditional artistic pursuit I've ever shown any aptitude for. So it's definitely come to me as I've got older.
Mm.
We all know Johnny's real favourite is Sigmar. Don't make me swear again.
Sigmar! He's just Conan in the original lore.
I don't think anyone got that Icarus reference. It was from Monkey Dust, which is an animated show that was absolutely brilliant.
As in...
Timmy!
Is it the one with the guy who comes home and has an elaborate story for what he's been doing, and then the wife just says, that's
Clive,
just...
Where have you really been, Clive? That's actually the plot of Hotel California by the Eagles. Where have you really been? I was spit roasting a hooker with your dad.
Me and some friends were trying to fill up a bathtub with...
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Oh, okay. Well, it's from that.
I think I watched it when I really shouldn't have as a kid.
There's an advertising guru who's meant to be renaming the fire service, and he finally comes up with Icarus. Anyway. Go in a bit of a metal.
You've not watched IT Crowd in general, have you?
No.
There's a sketch where there's like an advert because the fire service have changed their phone number.
Yeah.
It's incredibly long and hard to remember.
Brilliant.
So they've done like a jingle for it. It's so good. 0118991 da 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 1915725 3. It's really good.
Excellent.
It's a clip of like a woman who's fallen down. Oh no, it's the emergency services in general. So there's like an old woman who's fallen down in their house, and she's like trying to type it out and just has no idea what to press. Oh, it's really funny.
Ow!
Ah, Savannah!
I used to hold up one of the cats and do that because she's half Siamese snowshoes, so she ragdolls when you pick her up because like one of her parents is bred to be a companion cat.
Ah.
Glazes are funny things, aren't they? sort of slowly getting used to them, very, very slowly.
I've got a buzz and I'm wondering if Abby's watching the stream now.
Hmm?
We've got a buzz and I'm wondering if Abby's watching the stream.
Uh-oh.
Living the dream, she says, and she sent me a photo. Oh, look at that. Work on one laptop, stream on the other. Hello to my girlfriend, Abby. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm really sorry we haven't met yet.
Ironically, I was like, today will be perfect for you to come meet Johnny because Alex will be there too. But obviously she's been incredibly ill, so she may not make it out.
Yeah, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to put pressure on. So it's fine, it will happen. I'm not going anywhere.
It will happen at some point.
Thanks for the calming entertainment, says Anton Schmidt.
Oh, you're very welcome.
You're welcome.
My girlfriend is convinced that Johnny doesn't actually exist. Because every time we've sort of set up a meeting, it's fallen through for some weird reason.
Doing.
Wah, wah.
Honk, honk. Right, time to get...
Well, we've got a super chat.
Hey.
Really like your videos. Keep up the awesome work, says Sjors Fala. Let me know if that's how you pronounce that. Thank you very much, Sjors.
Falanator Babe says, ooh, we've all got girlfriends and social skills. Fair.
Listen, we're all either doing or watching someone paint miniatures, so...
Yeah, we're all in the same boat.
It's all good.
When will Alex make an appearance? Not next week, the week after she starts.
Yeah, when she'll be in the first thing, we're not sure, but she'll probably be in the live stream of that week.
Wow, best first try I've ever heard in English.
Oh, thank you, Sjors. Hell yeah. I mean, unless the bar is incredibly low. Wow, that's the best attempt I've ever heard, which isn't saying much.
Yeah, I mean, knowing English people, it's probably accurate, isn't it? I nuked the conversation from orbit there, didn't I?
Nice. Luna says, thank you both for the answers. Still love you, Johnny. And Icket Claw is an amazing little Skaven. He really is. He really is.
People discussing whether or not I'm real, which is great.
We already have enough existential crises.
I know. Oh, Darkheart has done a super chat petition to get Johnny to exist again. Thanks, Wheels. And Lindsay Langdon says, morning from Toronto, Canada. Get a non-paint coffee on me or tea. Thanks for all the wonderful videos. Thank you very
Lindsay.
much for the super chat, Lindsay.
I thought you were going to say Lindsay Lohan for a second there, and I got really confused.
Yep. No, suffice it to say, once again, Lindsay Lohan not watching this stream. We had Hugh Grant in the other week, I guess. That was something.
It's really weird when we started that flame war with Morgan Freeman. I quite like this little bit of lore that we're fabricating.
Don't stop cussing me out on your streams.
There's a really good video on YouTube. Because I've never watched any of his other stuff because it's all just rubbish Let's Plays. But he's got this friend, this guy on YouTube, who does good impressions.
Yes. Is it the one where they're playing a horror game? It's like, I can smell you.
Yeah. Oh God, what's it called? Shadow or something like that. Where one person plays like a super murderer who's like invisible and has special skills, and everyone else is just like a generic soldier. But like the guy who's playing the super murderer is pretending to be Morgan Freeman. It's just so good. I can smell you.
Smell?
I may.
Things never happened after that day. The sisters never bothered Andy Dufresne again, and Johnny never used a glaze with Troll Slayer Orange again. Because this is...
That's vibrant.
Oh no, I like the vibrancy. It's just...
It's a bit... He looks like the... Oh, I actually really love this, because not only is his face really upset, and the fact that he's wearing bright orange, he kind of looks like the person who's supposed to be doing health and safety for the goblins, which is probably one of the worst jobs on earth.
Health and safety goblin. That's so weird. I rewrite the rules to a game, and we invented an enemy called the Health and Safety Goblin, where no matter how powerful you are, you can only ever do 1 damage to it, but it can only ever do 1 damage to you. Because health and safety is really important. Yeah, this is quite patchy. I think I'm going to have to do multiple glazes on this, but I'm learning. Like we said at the top of the stream, this is my first ever time with underpainting, and to be honest, this is the first time I've really tried to predominantly use glazes on everything. And I'm starting, because I'm afraid of just obliterating the underpainting I've done. But I'm not sure about that. Oh, another super chat.
Good lord.
Salem K says, since my prediction ruined your coffee, have one on me. Sending love from Oklahoma. Keep up the excellent work.
Thank you very
so
much.
Right, I'm going to ask you to swap this out in a sec.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost done painting this cowl, or at least doing a first coat.
Cow?
Cowl.
Cow? Is it good to be back in the office, Jenny?
Yeah, sure, why not? What, you mean rather than at home with my dog?
Mm-hmm.
It's great, mate. So, interesting reactions, Dicebreaker. My cat Loki will not stop trying to bap wheels on the screen, says Darkheart.
Hello, Loki. Wait, if I do this, does it make it even worse?
You're the absolute limit. Please, pop that down.
Will do. Elf and safety goblin incoming.
Elfin safety.
Yep. Yep.
I am going to try and not glaze this now and just see what happens.
Just full on
Yes,
him.
stop, says Darkheart. Caroline L. Abbott says, bye, been fun today. Goodbye. He leaped at the screen.
Ah!
Whoops.
I love it.
Wheels.
No, it's great.
Winding up the cats.
Well, cats are the patrons of the internet, aren't
Or
they?
he just hates Wheels and wants to hit him.
No.
Still out on that one.
Nah.
Okay, no. Wheels
Loves.
is certain on that one.
Nah, cat loves me. Can't think of any other possibility.
Okay, mate. Okay. Let's just see what happens here. Oh, it's just... okay. It's actually quite a transparent layer paint.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I'm just slapping on a coat now.
Well, yeah, like I said, like layer paints are like pre-thinned, aren't they? So you'll probably be alright with them.
Yeah.
Balls.
Okay,
balls,
so I don't need to
balls,
glaze absolutely
balls,
everything.
Balls,
That's
balls,
good.
balls, balls, balls,
Are you alright,
balls.
mate?
Just went way over the line. Just trying to...
I'll say. Your comments on this stream have been rude.
There we go. Sure.
That's better.
I'm once again going to remember the rule of nobody's ever going to look at this from more than head height, so it's fine.
Yeah. Except for when we film our Warcry playthrough.
Nope. There we go.
I'm just gonna...
I'm actually really excited about
Not
that, by the way.
Yeah, me too. I'm just gonna get rid of your ghosts for a sec
Mm-hmm.
and just... So that's glazed on, that's not, and that is much more even. But, you know, like I say, I'm learning! So I'll slap that one down, bring this one back, put that there, do a bit of orange on the Grot boss, and then it's time for some grey! And then I'll see about...
Greenskins have some of the most fun names to say of any faction.
True. But then the name Greenskins is just a bit like...
Yeah.
Just a bit rubbish.
Orcs and gobos is better.
Exactly. What was I saying?
A few people asking for a Discord again, I see.
Oh yeah.
Or Dicecord, Jake the Pirate says.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. Yeah, we should get on that. You're going to see some changes around here.
Oh, let me tell you.
Threateningly, we've got more honest to goodness Dicebreaker team members joining this month. So I think
Next week we've got some.
Yeah.
Which is mad.
And then the week after, and then we are complete. So we will be able to start getting things like the Discord set up, which would be great. In the meantime, these glazes on the Squigs
Whoa.
are nearly dry, which means I can go back in, do a bit more. Definitely need a second coat of this orange. What else is the chat saying? 260 viewers, but only 56 likes. Like spike. I've never called for a like spike before. It's where you ask people to like the stream
Oh,
in order to make it spike.
do it.
If you would like to give us a like spike by liking the stream because you're enjoying it, or even if you're not and you're just feeling charitable.
If you're not, get on your bike.
Oh, wow.
Are we still rhyming?
Not if we're asking you to leave the stream.
No, get on your bike and start powering robots that like the video for you. That's what I meant.
Okay. Didn't quite follow that one, I'm not going to lie.
No, well, basically...
Oh, yeah, no, please do double down.
Yeah, no, I was imagining some kind of like hamster wheel style powering setup through an electric bike.
Yeah.
Is,
Wheels, are you okay? Says,
no, I'm never okay. You'll learn that about me.
James says, hi, it's 12:10 a.m. and I just got home from a D&D one-shot. It was a rip-off of Mad Max, level 1
Hell
Barbarian.
yes.
It ended with me punching a troll in the face while the others escaped. I made it out with 1 HP.
Ooh. Lucky.
That's got to feel good, yeah.
So I was talking to Astrid in the kitchen before we started,
Yeah.
and she was telling me about Descent into Avernus.
Oh, yeah?
Which is the D&D module that we got sent.
Yeah, we've got a copy of it.
And apparently, Avernus is like the outer ring of hell or whatever.
Yeah.
So apparently in there, it's like proper Mad Max style because all the demons are like riding around in these like soul-powered like monster trucks style things, which sounds amazing.
Did Johnny spike wheels his drink with paint? No! The only one consuming paint this week is me, apparently. Frodo Baggins would like to have Astrid on stream again.
Astrid was a very, very lovely guest.
Good, I've not actually watched it back.
How dare you?
No,
it was all good. Astrid was painting some Skitari, which are basically like half man, half machine tech priests from 40k.
Skaven are quite Skitari.
Because they are, though.
They're Raven!
Oh, my beard is stuck in the mic. Ow. Ow. Oh my god, look.
I can't actually see him.
Oh. Ow. God, that was horrible.
Is get on your bike English for F your hat, asks Luke F.
What?
I've never heard F your hat before, but I'm going to assume yes.
F your chicken strips. No, get on your bike is like go away. Yeah. As in like get on your bike
get
and
out
leave.
Of here.
Or in my case, it's get on your bike and power some kind of electronic-like machine. Luke F. Oh, that was the one that you read out. Never mind.
Super chat, Luke.
James says, I was the Mad Max ripoff. Bad grammar, sorry. It was set in the Forgotten Realms. Very cool. Forgotten Realms is Baldur's Gate land, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Since it's Spooktober now, asks Michael Valek, what's everyone's favourite Halloween costume?
Costume? Ooh. My go-to, I used to LARP, so I've kind of just got one sort of sat around where I can just be a Viking whenever I want, which is pretty handy.
It's quite cool, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if I could find a photo of it, actually. I bet Abby could. Abby, if you're still listening.
She's ill! Stop giving her work!
No, she wants stuff to do. She's bored. It's fine.
Okay.
If you're listening, could you find me one of my Viking photos that my mum took of me?
This job just keeps on giving. Speaking of giving, we just got a super chat from
Ooh.
Icarus Abides. Loving the channel, guys. You've helped myself and my partner get into tabletop. We've even given gaming in a pub a go, which was immense fun.
Nice.
Cheers. I love playing board games in a pub. I've said this before. Sometimes people stare at you as if you're cheating. They're like, how are they having so much more fun than I am? It's like, well, we came prepared. Although there was one time I was playing a game in a pub, and a man came past and went, come on, lads, when did you leave school? This is pathetic. And then he went back to his game of pool on the pool table. And it was like, you are, mate.
What were you playing? Do you remember?
We're playing Moby Dick, the card game. Which was a lot more cerebral than pool.
We're learning about literature, actually.
We're slaying whales. And then at the end you fight the whale, Moby Dick, the white whale. But you can't win. It's just whoever dies last.
Jeez.
It's a real fun game, too.
It's metaphorical.
Yeah.
Right.
Your fun is wrong, says Scott. Exactly, that's what people are trying to say. It's like, well, no, our fun is different and personal to us. Like,
better than yours.
It's okay.
There we go.
Although one time I did miss the end of a really exciting game or something because it was Christmas Eve and a really drunk guy wanted me to explain the game to him. So I think it was Pandemic, actually. It was giving me a really detailed explanation. And it was like, oh, we won. I was like, oh, we just won. He was like, oh, congratulations. I was like, yeah, thanks. I've been playing for about 20 minutes. It's just like, yeah, take my go. I'll be there in a second.
Oh my god, we were doing a pub quiz the other week. Me, Abby, and a friend of mine called Grace. and we were sat at the table answering the questions because we're very good at pub quizzes, you know. And the music round came on, so like they'll play the intro to a song and you have to guess what it is.
Yeah.
And you get half a point for artist, half a point for title. And this woman came over who was like waiting for someone to, I don't know, finish in the toilet or something so they could leave. And she was like coming over and like pretending to be part of the group and like answering with us. And we were like, okay, fine, like just being friendly or whatever. And she was very nice, but like we were already answering the questions and then she was like, oh, is it that? And they're just shouting out our answer to the rest of the people doing the quiz. Maybe.
Or she was running
I think she was just a bit pissed, is the general consensus. Yeah, that was annoying.
Oh, speaking of annoying, I missed a bit of metal on this model.
Ah, balls. Oh, it's really satisfying when there's like a hard edge on something, so you get like a really clean line.
Ooh, that's very nice.
So
yeah, show them that.
So you've got like, that's me cheating, by the way. That's part of the model. That's not my excellent paint, but you can see that you've got like a hem on the cloak that he's wearing. That's like studded as well. It's very like battle priest. Right, here we go.
You should read this next super chat because there's a word I'm not sure. And maybe you know it.
So Darkheart says, who would win in a fight between a bunch of judgy pub crawlers or the heroes of Lorcan? Let's face it, the pub crawlers. I'm guessing Lorcan is a place in the Forgotten Realms or something like that.
Yeah.
We know all the stuff here on Dicebreaker. And that was a lovely super chat from Darkheart. Thank you very much.
Probably the pub crawlers, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Interesting. I'm going to go back to the Squigs for a bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you need anything passed over?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, that orange is drying quite well now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's super vibrant. It is like a high-vis.
You know what, actually? The glaze has come out... Oh, no, wait, that's not the glaze. That's the one that I glazed.
Oh, that's the one that's glazed. That's quite shiny, isn't it?
Yeah, interesting. Even though it's a matte glaze. Interesting. I'm just going to go back in to fix up a touch.
I think it depends on the thickness as well.
Yeah.
Because you've got, like, even a wash that's supposed to come out matte, if you put too much of it on or something, then sometimes it can be shiny.
Wheels, check your phone, says Sailing K in a super chat. Oh, everyone's saying Wheels, check your phone.
Oh, what is... Oh, Abby's there. There we go. Can everyone spam Michael to check his phone so you can see him dressed as a Viking?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, WhatsApp. Got it. Oh my God, Abby, I didn't need every single one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, look at that. That's when I used to have blonde hair as well. Right, let me find the least embarrassing one. Right, you tell me which...
You look like Floki from Vikings.
I know.
This is actually quite cool.
Abby did my eyeliner and everything.
Yeah.
That one? You do that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do. There we go. Oh God, that's not going to show off, is it? Is this on autofocus?
No.
It's not on, is it? It's sort of visible. There you go. It's when I used to have bleached blonde hair. I think like second year working at CA or something. It's pretty wild. So there you go. There's me as a Viking. And that was my ridiculous LARP character's tunic that I'm wearing, who was basically, he's supposed to be an ancient Roman, but he's got a modern day Italian accent. We've got a super chat from Ninjaba.
Nice, that looks cool AF, that's beautiful, Viking wheels, oh wow, that's amazing, oh my God, that's awesome, damn, wow. You look like a side character from Vikings, you genuinely look the part, that looks so good.
Thank you very much, everybody. We've got a super chat, by the way, from Ninjaba, who says 100% have had to miss a game to explain to a random drunk guy rolling on the floor laughing. Walked into the game store from the bar a block down. Oh my God. Yeah.
That's above and beyond, mate.
I remember sitting at like a tabletop night at like our friendly local game store when I was back in Horsham, and like there's this like drunk dude who was always walking around town. He just walked into the store to just sort of badger us. Yeah. I was like, come on, mate. Paid £3 for this.
Spy Dog of Highgate. But if he goes there on the tube announcer says, Highgate.
Does it?
Yeah. Spydog of Highgate has done a super chat, but it's in euros, so maybe it's not. Highgate is in London.
Well, I mean, Highgate sounds like a fantasy town as well, so maybe it's like a reference.
Does it have a vampire in it? London's one does.
Does it?
Yeah, you never heard of the Highgate vampire?
No.
It's like an urban legend.
All right.
In Highgate Cemetery, I was once walking around. Please say that's more photo.
No. I don't know what that is, actually. Oh, it's because my phone needs to update, because I'm one of those people who gets a firmware update on their phone and then leaves it there for about 20 years.
You're the worst.
Yeah.
My phone was good enough to update its own firmware and then just forget how to play sound out loud.
Nice. Thanks, phone.
It's got a completely mute phone now. It's really brilliant when I'm worried about sleeping through my alarm. Whoops, Chauncey Crosby has said, hey, thanks for using my name in the Ox Venture. Felt like I was part of the game, lol. Sorry, Chauncey, but also you're welcome, Chauncey. Chauncey! John McGovern's done a super chat. I would like to thank Abby for that. You looked amazing. Bracket, still do sorry. Didn't mean that backhanded compliment. Lovely.
You know, you can delete things. Thank you very much.
You take your backhanded compliment. Someone tweeted at me the other day saying, like, I prefer Johnny's beard to Wheels's because my beard is also a mess and I don't want to tidy it. I was like, thanks so much.
No, I think yours just like is more bushy, so it seems more sort of like thick and like what's the word? It's got more curl to it, hasn't it? Whereas my hairs are quite naturally straight, I think.
I mean, I'm gonna have to stretch my elbow for this. But oh! Ugh, when I put my hair up, I realise how big my beard actually is. But when it's down, it doesn't look that massive. Jake the Pirate has done a super chat in order to ask, my partner works in paediatrics and the ward has a board game budget. Any recommendations? Kid-friendly, easy to learn, not too many components.
Forbidden Island?
Forbidden Island is very, very good. It's quite card-heavy. Not too many components. Because I was going to say something like Tumbling Monkeys is really fun. Like, it's like Kaplunk, but instead of marbles, you've got little plastic monkeys. This is a fun dexterity game.
Rhino Hero.
What is Rhino Hero?
You never played Rhino Hero?
No?
Rhino Hero is a dexterity game in which there is like a superhero rhino character, and then you get a deck of cards, but you literally bend them in half, and they become the walls of a building, and you build like a tower out of these cards, and it's whoever knocks it down loses kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's very good.
Is that very durable? It sounds like if you're bending cards a lot.
It's very, very, like, it's a cheap little box and they're just cards and they're supposed to be bent. So I would say that it would be fine.
Okay.
But give it a check. There's also if they like it, there's an advanced version called Superhero Rhino Battle. Super Rhino Hero Battle, God, where it's like 4-player and you have like pillars and then flat bits that you have to layer on top, and then you're like hanging monkeys off the side.
Oh, that sounds great.
It's so good. I'll bring it in one day. It's really fun.
Yeah, it sounds great. Any other recommendations? What are we saying?
All right, I've got 3 more cloaks to do, and then we're on to the next step, which is a wash, which is pretty boring.
We do need to do some coverage on games suitable for children, I think.
Yes.
That'd be very nice to do.
How many parents we got in chat who would like some recommendations for games for you and your kids?
Oh, Skull, Suro. Yeah.
Suro's good. Suro's really easy to teach as well.
Love Letter, I think is great. Obviously, that's like, it's maybe not young children friendly.
Maybe Sushi Roll.
Sushi Roll's fun.
Yeah. There we go.
Let's fight this out forever. Stormcloaks or Empire, says Sjors.
Empire.
Yeah, I went Empire as well.
Yeah, Stormcloaks belong in the bin is the quote, right?
Yeah.
But also, like, that whole Civil War was really dull and non-interesting.
I left it until I'd done literally everything else.
Yeah.
Then I led the Imperials to victory, despite the fact I'd assassinated the Emperor.
I'm one of those horrendous people who just can't stand Skyrim because it's not a good Elder Scrolls game.
Oh, okay. It was the first one I played, so...
Okay.
No. I am bowled over by Underpainting, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
The colours on this seem way, way more vibrant, but then actually not. Like, that's actually a fairly dull green. But it just feels very vibrant.
Yeah, it's all about values, right? That's I think that's one thing that...
Circus of values! Carry on.
Oh god, that's led me off on another tangent now because I had a work laptop that was Republic of Gamers, and whenever I read that, I was like, the Republic of Gamers, and nobody understood it as well. It's like, how has nobody here played Bioshock? For God's sake.
James Davies has done a super chat. Say, hey lads, just to say, if anyone hasn't seen Johnny's talk on games and mental illness, give it a look. You can find that on YouTube.
Isn't it your pinned tweet as well?
Not anymore. No.
Ah, okay.
I launched a board game site.
Yes.
Oh,
you did you?
You know what I mean? But yeah, I did a TEDx talk in 2016. That was many years ago at TEDx in Oldham. And then I got stranded in Manchester overnight.
Ooh.
Because I didn't realise the trains on Saturday stopped running to London at 8. So I rocked up at 8:30 and was like, when's the next train to London? They were like, 8 AM tomorrow, mate.
Oh, I've had that before.
Like, oh, all right then. Blimey.
Wait, which train station were you in?
Manchester Piccadilly.
I did the exact same thing. Funnily enough, we went to see Mumford & Sons back when they were cool. And I was doing it as like a uni thing. So like me and a friend from uni went to go see them in Manc because we were only in Stoke, so it wasn't that far away.
Right.
But then we rocked up after the gig to the train station. And basically this friend of mine was the most incompetent man I've ever met. And for some reason, I think it was before I realised how incompetent he was. I was like, oh, do you want to sort the trains out? Like, I'm not sure what times we'll have to get. And he's like, yeah, no, of course. He's from Liverpool. And we rocked up at the train station and like I went to get a drink or something and I was like, do you want to go check the train board? And he went, yeah. So I came back and he just looked really confused. And I was like, Chris, are you all right, mate? He's like, there's no trains? I was like, what do you mean there's no trains? It's only like 30 minutes like down the road. So like we looked at the board, got really confused, and went up to a train conductor and said, or not conductor, sorry, but one of the staff on the platform, and just said, when's the next train to Stoke? And he went, 6 in the morning. I went, oh no. So we slept in a train station.
Oh, I went to the National Express coach station around the corner, waited until midnight, which was when the first coach was, and then I got into London Victoria at 7 AM.
Oof.
So that was fun.
Yeah, I had a lecture in the morning as well, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to go to that one, to be honest. Although I didn't go to many of my lectures. There
you go.
Because I was one of those people. Right. There we go. Shall we look at the chat? Let's see.
Yeah, I think we should do a little update on where we are with our...
Sticky and Shade says, Johnny has played Bioshock Wheels because he's a big daddy.
I'm a big daddy! Is what they were asking for there. It's another old Eurogamer reference. Aoife and I were playing Bioshock. Were we even playing Bioshock? I don't know. But you know the SpongeBob meme? Of like, when it's SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah. And the, what's it called? Camel case when you do...
Yeah, we just started doing that. We're saying, ooh, I'm a big daddy. And then we didn't find it that funny at the time, but in the edit...
Yeah, this is the thing with...
I clipped it out and sent it to Aoife, and we were absolutely pissing ourselves forever. It was Bioshock 2, that was the one. Oh yeah, I was making Aoife play Bioshock 2 for a later party. There is a picture of me and Aoife's wedding doing that. Like, it's my favourite thing.
There is like a really weird like phenomenon when you're a video editor, is like, especially when you're on screen as much as behind it.
Yeah.
Like you'll film something and you're like, oh yeah, that was all right. And then you'll go back to the video and you'll be like, why weren't we like wetting ourselves at this point? This was really funny. But you're just sort of like, you're so focused on making the video at the time, you don't even think about it.
Yeah, and then suddenly you're absolutely pissing yourself.
Just howling.
Yeah, so I'm a Big Daddy got us so hard. I'm a Big Daddy. Kyle Erickson writes, fan service. Is Icebreaker going to get a late to the party? It was a great format, always had someone to relate to. I mean, we are going to cover games that are older, but the thing is, board games don't age in the same way video games do.
Yeah.
Because, like, a video game from 5-6 years ago, you can be like, oof, this is cutting edge. But with board games, like, I was playing El Grande, that's been out forever, and it's like, that's a good game.
Yeah.
And they don't age in quite the same way. So we are going to keep covering games that have been out for a long time. That's the wrong paint, damn it.
Ooh.
But yeah, we're not going to do like a a format like Late to the Party, I don't think.
Well, I think our sort of like nearest thing is the Why You Should Play series, which we haven't done a crazy amount of just yet, but we will do more now that we've got a full team, I think. But that's basically us like picking something that we really like, and like going back to it, because we know that a lot of you guys are new to gaming in general. So like it doesn't matter if a game's old because it's new to whoever we're showing it to.
Yeah, we're kind of trying to appeal to people who know their board games and to people who are sort of getting into the hobby at the same time.
And then even if you've already played it and you like it, then it's nice to just watch a review of someone agreeing with you.
Yeah, true.
When you're just like, yeah, I think that too. It is really good. And sometimes it's nice to like, if you're like, I don't know why I like this game so much, and then it's nice to have somebody else articulate it for you.
Yeah, that's true. Painting the gums on a squig. Undead Paul 13. Ooh, hi. Guys, is there any particular brushes you'd recommend for painting minis? First of all, thank you for the super chat. Second of all, I don't really know. Like, I have used only 2 different types of brushes. I have used some really cheap ones, like for a full set, they were like 6-7 quid.
Yeah.
And I would just use them, and they'd run out super quick, but then I'd get another set, so it was super cost effective. And then I treated myself to a few actual Games Workshop brushes, and I was like, yeah, okay, cool, I'm down with these. So, yeah, I don't really have any particular recommendations, I'm afraid.
If you're worried about buying rubbish brushes more than you are about finding really nice ones, like I think the Citadel ones are like pretty decent.
Yeah.
Like they're quite pricey because, unfortunately, a lot of Games Workshop stuff has a high price tag.
Yeah.
Because I think they've been in the game long enough that they're a sort of trusted name.
Yeah.
But they are like pretty decent brushes. They're not going to be the best brushes on earth. Like you will find like artisanal, you know, made by someone in a small remote country with only like 4 inhabitants that crafts it in a furnace or something. Like you're going to find crazy luxury ones. But if you're just kicking things off, I think the Citadel ones are pretty decent. And you can also just go to in the UK we have Hobbycraft, but I know there's like a US version, or a few rather.
One thing I didn't realise recently is that so many miniature brushes are sable blends, which means they've pulled
horsehair.
No, not horsehair. They come from like, I want to say ermine, like little weaselly things. And I'm a bit like, so I'm not sure about that. So I might be looking for some synthetic alternatives. I'll report back. Sears, I really hope that is the right way to say it. It's done another super chat and says, what game do you prefer, Carcassonne or Catan? I prefer Carcassonne.
I prefer Carcassonne as well. I do think, without trying to sound like an edgy board game reviewer,
here it comes.
I do think Catan is pretty overrated. Like,
I like Catan.
It's fine. It's just the one that everyone knows kind of thing.
Yeah, but like, you know, everyone's got to start somewhere. I started with Catan and Pandemic, and I was like, these games are great. And now, when I talk about them, I'm like, they are great. I'm done with them, because I've just played them a lot, and, you know, they served their purpose in that they were a good gateway. Carcassonne is one I still enjoy playing on the regular. I mean, I haven't played it in ages, but I do still enjoy it, because it's just like, it's chill, it's strategic, you can talk over the top of it, but also, you know, you end up sitting forward and being like, come on.
Give me that flipping edge tile.
Oh, Alex is in the chat.
Hello, Alex.
I didn't realise she said she should be on the train soon. Windsor and Newton 7 series, says Will Cornish. I have heard some really good things about Windsor and Newton brushes. I know that they are sort of like preferred by a lot of miniature painters. Just to loop back to that.
There's as I was sort of saying, you can go to like a hobby shop, like Hobbycraft in the UK, and they'll have like a set, and you can usually guess from the sort of price range how sort of like nice they are. But you want a nice selection of different sizes. One thing that you'll find with miniatures though, if you end up buying like painting brushes that are meant for you painting on like a canvas, they're going to be very different, because you want first of all, you want very small brushes, but then you'll also want a different sort of type of blend for a dry brush, for example. Dry brushes have really, like, ironically, dry bristles, as you probably expect. So they're super, like, almost like a broom, like a really soft broom. And then, a little thing that we were talking about before the stream, makeup brushes are also really good for blending.
I did not realise this.
Yeah, Abby gave me this one because she doesn't really use it as a MAC brush, but it's like it's super soft, and it just means that if you're like, because it's like one thing I was talking to Johnny about is when you're dry brushing, if you have those really brittle fibers on the brush.
Yeah, I use a very, very brittle.
Yeah, which is the kind that you'll get from Games Workshop, like with those really sort of brittle hairs. They'll pick up on sharp details really well, but I think the soft ones are better for when you're getting like, you're dry brushing like the highlight on like a rounded object almost.
That's smart.
Yeah, so if you imagine like a tentacle or something, because I used to use it a lot on Pink Horrors, a tentacle would be really sort of smooth and round, so you wouldn't want like a really sharp edge, you want like a soft blend out for the highlight. And we've got another super chat.
Ah.
Your Brawl video made me think of my family's go-to real-time card game, Dutch Blitz. Have you guys played?
No.
Might donate you guys a copy at EGX.
Yeah.
I've not heard of Dutch Blitz. Although the name rings a bell for some reason, because I feel like somebody put it maybe in the comments. Was it you, Jack? Jack Parkinson, who was lovely enough to send us a super chat? Was it you?
Inquiring minds would like to know. We also got, where's it gone? Milton Knoll said, how come you just described New Zealand as a crazy country with only 4 people crafting things in a furnace, etc., etc., etc.? I don't think you meant New Zealand when you were
Did I say
about...
New Zealand? I think I just meant, I was thinking of knives and like some like tiny Japanese island where they're folding the metal over 20 times. Like you can get extremely, what's the word? Extremely sort of posh versions of anything.
Certainly don't think you were trying to insult New Zealand.
No, I didn't even have New Zealand in mind, if I'm honest. I'm guessing there's some really nice brushes you can buy from New Zealand that I'm aware of. Jack says, good morning from Kansas.
Do all British people know each other? And if so, can you get me Jimmy Carr's Milton? No, we don't. But
Do all Americans have a tractor? Oh, Lord.
My elbow.
Sorry, yeah, Jax sent us a super chat, says, good morning from Kansas, best beardy boys. Good morning, Jax. How you doing?
Jax. I'm going to go back to this. Put that on there. Do you like the glazed medium in that you can just sort of go back to things and be like, all right, I'll give this another go?
Yeah.
Ooh, nuts, he said.
Too thick?
No, I just hit the leg by mistake.
Never too thick, am I right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh dear. There we go. God, I love this colour. I honestly just want to paint it on everything.
It is very nice. Just gonna pop my glasses on for a bit because my eyes are getting tired. Ooh, God. I'm going to check the time. It's 12:37. And... Ow!
I think we've certainly got another stream's worth of painting to do, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've not even started on my grots.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably going to do a bit at home as well. Oh, God.
There we go. How's it going, Johnny? Stingy?
Piss! Oh!
If anyone's thinking about getting a tattoo, make sure you go on the internet and search for all the things that help.
It's very rarely this bad. It's just my elbow's still really swollen and the skin feels very tight and also quite sensitive. Get in there.
I think it's general good advice though, isn't it? If you're going to have something that's it's going to exist on you forever, you should take care of it.
Yeah.
Especially when you've just gotten it done.
Big time! The first 3 days are the hardest, and then it's fine. What's the new tattoo? It's a lot of black, is what it is. It's a lot of black shading. It's a crow fighting a rat. Because, why not?
Because hell yeah.
Oh, Milton says I didn't say you said New Zealand, you described it. I understand.
Oh, got it.
Oops, whoopsie. Oh. And we're back in the room.
I was watching a little YouTube video essay on Taika Waititi.
Oh, yeah.
And like how he likes to portray the silliness of sadness or something like that. Very interesting.
Dark Heart. My first tattoo is tomorrow. An arrow on my forearm. 2-3 inches long, where the stem has a semicolon in the centre. Lovely. Mental health has been a big part of my life, and also it'll also be Ash tat. I understand. Do you mean the band Ash? Good luck on the tattoo. You're going to be absolutely fine. Just make sure you've eaten beforehand. Bring some sugary things along with you. Keep your blood sugars up, and you'll be absolutely fine. Literally, all you have to do apart from that is stay still. Just imagine there's a T-Rex in the room, and its vision is based on movement. Oh God. Can't wait until this is healed.
There we go. Do you ever just like sit in front of a mirror and be like, hell yeah?
No. There are times when I will find myself staring at a tattoo because I've just not looked at it in a while. But no, I wouldn't say I parade myself up and down in front of the mirror.
Oh, not parade, more just like, yeah, I'm really happy with all these kind of thing.
I mean, to be honest, in the morning if I'm getting in the shower, I'll catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and be like, I'm quite tattooed actually, yeah. Isn't an ash tattoo an ink made with ashes? Oh, I see. I think they all are. Like, tattoo inks, unless they're specifically vegan, are not vegan because they contain bone. No, they all contain ash. But yeah, anyway.
Well, you know what they say, everyone's got bones.
Yep. You're not wrong.
Johnny, do you want me to read chat? Is that what you're leaning into?
My phone.
Oh, I see.
I forgot what time it was. Got 20 minutes left.
Words of wisdom there, Wheels, says Frodo Baggins. Thanks, Frodo.
Frodo Baggins.
All right then, keep your bones.
All right then, bones your secrets.
Bones, 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 says Veronica Matkyuk.
Bones. I might do some squig teeth.
Teeth is a currency in Goblin and Orc world, Warhammer Fantasy.
Well, the more you know.
So when you, I always remember when you selected them in the game that I always talk about. Like, if you select something that's not under your control, then they'll be like, no, how dare you? So like the Empire dudes would be like, absolutely not. By Sigmar, no! And all that nonsense. But there was a really good line that I really liked when you tried to select an orc war boss that wasn't under your control. You go, not for all the teeth in the world. It's really good.
Excellent. People in there was chanting teeth.
Teeth. Org. Right. I think by the end of the stream, I'll have like most of the base colours for the cloaks and stuff. Oh, yeah. They're looking pretty cool now as like a unit.
I'm still just sort of farting about.
I think you've done more detail than I have because I've been batching.
I'm only working on 3 models.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've left the Grots. As usual on these streams, I focus in on a really very small number of models. This is how I prefer to paint, really.
Yeah. Well, that's why
I coming together.
I like doing skirmish stuff as well.
Yeah. Quite pleased with this. So I think what I'm going to do is paint this tooth, and then I'll pop this on the close-up.
There we are. I think that's this row done.
So, you can see here on the close-up cam, I've just done the, sorry Wills,
okay.
Done the teeth on that squig as a base coat, then I'm going to do them in a lighter colour. But already it's starting to come together. I think once I've done, because I'm doing these in Carrick stone, I think.
I'm going to move my stuff out of the background because it's making it really hard for everyone to see.
Oh, I see. I'll do Carrick stone.
There we go. It's actually visible now, guys.
And then I'm going to wash the mouths in flesh shade to bring some contrast back in. Then I'm going to do some highlights toward the top of the teeth. And I might do some more shading of them down the bottom so it looks like they've not brushed properly. The orange is balancing out nicely. That's good.
forgot you have to get like the underarm bits. Otherwise, you just have this big white gap in the model. Doesn't look great.
There's nothing worse than like finishing something and then being like, oh, whoops.
Oh, I just completely missed this bit because it's obscured.
Yeah. Like, for example, I've not done the backs of these gums. Johnny, can we end each live stream with a lovely photo of Watson, please? Suppose. Oh, fun fact, Flesh Eater courts are broken in Warcry.
Oh, yeah?
Wish I'd known, would have asked for some.
Well, they're just ghouls and ghasts, aren't they?
Yeah, I love their fiction. I just don't like the models. I think we talked about this before.
They're a bit outdated, I think, those ones.
Yeah.
Like the, is it, oh God, what are they called? Crypt Horrors.
Yeah.
So they've got the exact same, like, bodies as Rat Ogres as well.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Right, I'm going to do my last cloak, and I've done all the cloaks.
Do you think you ever might solicit and play a few fan-made games? We've talked about almost doing kind of game jam type stuff before. So yeah, I don't see why not.
One thing that I think people would really like is...
drugs!
Yeah, so get them, do them.
That was a joke.
There we go. Right. Yeah, so one thing, if anyone's interested in game design, one thing that, in fact, our good friend Nate Crowley recently did, is writing one-page RPGs.
Yes.
If you can fit an RPG into one page, I think you'll find that quite liberating as an experience and also really fun. So if you're interested in game design and giving it a go, but it all seems quite daunting, because it is, then yeah, have a look at some of those on the internet.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do like a one-page RPG game jam. That'd be fun.
I mean, we have plans to do this already.
Really?
If you'll remember. Oh, we're gonna go in the thing.
In the plane? Yeah, but that's us.
Yeah.
I mean the
with
public.
them?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we'll do that too.
Yeah. We can tell them about that idea though, right? Because that's a great idea.
Well, surprises. Surprises. I forbid you.
Okay. Management. Right. Well, we've got something exciting happening, people.
Can we get some Fs in the chat for Wheels having to be my report, please? I'm his line manager.
Oh dear. We've got, oh God, Angel Beat says, carry on, my wayward son, but with carrion.
Hey.
It's yours, Fala sends us another super chat. Any plans or ideas to make videos with other board game channels like Sharp and Sit Down, No Pun Included, Geek and Sundry, etc.?
Yes.
Would love to see that one-page RPG.
Yeah, because everything's been so hectic recently, we've not been able to reach out very much. But yeah, we very much want to, basically.
Yeah, they're all lovely people, so I would imagine that at some point down the line we'll work it out.
Yeah.
We were talking about some collabs for EGX, but the timings just weren't working out really.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Shucks is underway right now, isn't it?
Yes.
Sit Down's Expo in Canada.
Canada.
Work with tabletop tactics and have my social circle shrink even more, says Will. Sure, why not? Yeah, it is this weekend. Yeah, says Jake the Pirate. Okay.
Whenever I hear Jake the Pirate's name, I just think of the character from Dodgeball.
Maybe it's a reference.
Steve the Pirate?
Yeah. So it probably isn't a reference.
Unless it's like a shoot-off, you know, or an offshoot rather.
What, like when they made Frasier from Cheers? Made myself laugh, didn't I? Yes, I did. Right, I'm going to pop that one in there just so you can see that. But I'm gonna get some of the old right from Flash Shade in on this math.
Ah, Cosmic Salmon says, I like this. Thank you, YouTube gods, for suggesting it. Welcome to the channel. Please do give us a subscribe if you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
If we've got anyone who's new to the channel in the chat, give us a message so we know.
I'll wake up again. Wake up!
Grab some paint and paint a little man up.
If you are sort of new to this whole business, we upload 5 days a week. We do streams, we do board game reviews, we do stuff on pen and paper role-playing games, on some of our favourite games that aren't so new, telling you why you should try them. We do all sorts of things, and it's fun and we like you.
Yes.
Is there a Discord server? Not yet.
There's plans to be.
There will be. Because, to be honest with you, we only launched in August, and we're still waiting on some people to start their jobs because they had to quit their old ones. But basically this month we should have a... Oh, yes, please. I like the way that shade is sitting.
Oh, which one?
In the gums.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's slap that down there.
Oh, yeah. Move whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
Deep bow wow.
Oh, yeah.
Divert your attention to those squiggy gums.
Bow, bow. Chicka-chicka. Bow, bow. But yeah, anyway. Discord is coming. Bow, bow.
Which chord?
Discord. C. C is the Mac startup chord. So you know.
Bum. I only know that because of WALL-E. One of Pixar's best films, in my opinion.
Wait, does it talk about it in that?
WALL-E, when he boots, has the Mac startup noise.
Oh, right. I thought you meant that you knew it was a C.
Oh, no, no, no. I only know the noise because I've never really been a Mac person.
Yeah. Oofed. Oofed.
You're enjoying yourself now.
Oofed. I'm going to swap out the Squigs again. Because that shade is sitting very nicely in the mouth. Look how it's sitting in that broken off tooth. It's great. I like it a lot. It's getting to the point now where I'm like, did my underpainting do anything? I think it did. But it's hard for me to be certain. But I'm going to go in and do some highlights, I think.
Sometimes I think it's more difficult to tell.
It has made a difference.
It's more difficult to tell when you've got multiple colours going on.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the paints are different shades. Whereas if you've got like one tone that's all the way down, then it's really easy to see the sort of like pop.
Oh, shucks, Pop. Right, where's my jean stealer purple?
Gee whiz.
Ah, you're joking.
Oh, bloody hell, you stole all my jeans.
Oh, I've forgotten my bloody jean stealer purple! What's wrong with me? So much.
Too much to recount on one stream.
Bring it with me. What the hell? That's very strange.
Do that?
No. That's Xerius. There's some Xerius purple. No, it's just not there.
Huh.
Oh. Ow.
Is it like the more pastel purple jeans stealer one? Yeah.
Alright, I'll come back to that. Damn.
Dread.
I'll just go back to the cloaks on the Gitz, I guess.
It's weird that you really like that meme. You've never played Oblivion. I've just realised that.
Yeah. Shiitake mushrooms. Wrong word.
Callback.
Dark Heart stuff. So many super chats. Goodness me. Put on your Sunday clothes. There's lots of world out there. It's now stuck in my head because Wally. Thanks, Wheels. Thank you for the super chat, Dark Heart.
What a film, though, right?
It's so good.
What a bloody film.
Although my favourite is Ratatouille. We talked about this before.
Abby really loves Ratatouille. She's so into Ratatouille. I think she's messaging me right now.
Another $1 for the swear jar.
Oh no, it's Grace. Where's Grace sending me? Oh my god. For some reason, I swear everyone saves up all their messages for you until you go on stream, and then they send all of them at once.
Ow.
Abby, yes, I do think you should have painkillers for your headache, by the way. Yeah, she's not coming out tonight. She's still feeling really bad.
I hope she feels better.
Oh god.
This is riveting for everyone watching at home, Wheels.
Yeah, I know. Well, I thought you'd carry it, but...
No, I just sort of hung you by your own petard. Doing a bit more orange, didn't I? There we go.
Oh lord, Abby's also sent me ones of me at LARP. Oh god.
More Viking photos?
No, this is me as Cassius Gaius Meridius Caravanicus Precum.
Show the class.
I've got like my big, my big sun hat on.
Sorry, I know that will have cooked my mic, but...
It's me with my big sun hat on. Oh, God. Oh, there's the gang. What a motley crew, eh?
Says Johnny, he took a phone call while live streaming. I was rearranging surgery for my dog.
Do you know what happened to me with...
You could fit 2 people under that sun hat, says Harry.
That's the idea. Oh, God. Get me off.
Phrasing.
The stream.
Thank you.
Yeah, so... What was I talking about? Oh, God, yeah. Abby rang me once because she didn't realise I was streaming when I was doing a Total War stream. And my character died in battle because she was talking to me. Oh, God.
Brilliant.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's get those underarms.
So annoyed I forgot the bloody Gene Stealer purple. Is your office big enough that we can have a series which is a long board game like Side that's played in the background as a weekly or monthly upload? I've seen the idea in the comments section, says Theodore Friend. I don't think we could leave anything set up. I think if we were gonna stretch something out for that long, we would need to just film it and split it up. I do like the idea of us having like a thing, almost like a legacy game where we report in and be like, this week, I'm gonna...
this week on Cyphwatch.
Ally with Wheels for a bit, and then I'm gonna not ally with him, and he'll be surprised.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised.
That was, you know, just an example. Honestly.
I did want to check, by the way, for people who watched our Set a Watch Let's Play.
Yeah.
First of all, hope you liked it, because we thought it was very funny. Oh, God. Abby's really bad.
Okay, just you handle that.
Yeah.
And then we'll pause that thought. Michael Valak has done a lovely super chat. Thank you very much. Says, hello, lovelies. Just want to say thanks to you and chat for an awesome stream. I'm going to a cyberpunk night tonight. What headpiece should I go with? Sci-fi visor or neon skull?
Neon Skull!
Neon skull does sound very cool. Although I generally find whatever obscures your face the least while still giving a cyberpunk vibe. Because I often find sometimes I'll dress up for something and be like, aha! And then 10 minutes in I'm like, oh.
I want to take this
It's
off
up
now.
my face.
Yeah.
But people, yeah, like Neon Skull seemingly. Anyway, Set a Watch.
Yeah, so we did it in 2 parts, which is the first time we've done
Yeah,
a
it was a bit of a
two-parter.
departure for us.
So we want to know what you thought of that. Did you like that? Because it's easier for us.
Yeah.
It sort of breaks up our content a bit, which is really helpful. But let us know what you think. Did you enjoy the suspense of finding out what happens next time? Did you enjoy the cartoonist silly voice? Alex is in chat saying Neon Skull, Neon Skull, Neon Skull.
Fair enough.
But yeah. Fruitbat says, really enjoyed Set a Watch. Was fun suspense between this both episodes, yeah.
That's good. Okay. I mean, I don't think we'll end up splitting absolutely everything, but I think
If we've got like a super long game.
Yeah, if it's the choice between having to really brutally cut something down and making it 2 parts, I think we'll probably aim for more than one installment, as it were.
There we go. Right. I think that's on the cloaks. There they all are. There's the boys.
Well,
Ghosting around in the background. It's really nice, like seeing everyone in the same colours, like a little ghosty football team.
Yeah, my Nighthaunt army is pretty massive. I got a box of Soul Wars and then traded my half of the Sigmarines for more Nighthaunt, and then I bought a bunch more models. So now I've just got absolutely flipping loads of them, and it makes me very happy. But it's going to take me forever to finish them. Once they are finished and they're all on the table, all in the same colours, I just can't wait.
Yeah. I do. I have like a fear of having too many models at once because I think it genuinely just stops me painting. So I get worried too much
that
about
sense of being overwhelmed. I really had it under control, and then I got some vouchers for my birthday, which was lovely, absolutely brilliant. But it meant that I was like, well, I could just get a new army. Since then, I've been in just dire straits. So,
I think that's why I quite like painting one big model.
Yeah.
Because it's one big model, so like, you know, you can take as long as you want. You're still just not looking at a big box of unpainted stuff.
Yeah.
There we go. Right, so now I'm just going to do the... Actually, do you know what? I'm going to get my small brush for this. I'm going to do like the rims on the cloaks, like the hem of the hood.
People are asking for a bit more. Did Johnny just dry his brush in his beard? No, I just slotted it in for a second, so I needed a hand free.
You can just sort of, use it as a little holster, which is pretty handy.
Yeah. What was I going to say? No, it's gone.
People are asking for...
Oh, people are saying that they'd like to see more Set a Watch, either on a live stream or in another Let's Play. I was planning to review it, just because it's, you know, it's making quite a bit of buzz at the minute. What am I going to do this Squig's eye as?
I usually do yellow eyes.
Yeah. I don't have any yellows.
Do you know what? I was debating whether or not to bring my Aberdeen Sunset in.
Dang it. Oh well.
Classic.
Who else likes Underworld? I think it is a good movie. I mean, I'm all about that Underworld life. Sexy, sexy, kick back and sail. Etc, etc. I'm slowly getting all the Eurogamer references out, and you know, then we'll be done with them. While we build up our own. Yeah, there it is. Sexy, sexy, kick back and sail in the chat.
Yeah, I just don't understand any of them, Johnny. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm just getting them out there so as we build up our own stock of weird references.
Yeah. Like board game milk.
Board game milk. Turn it on your board game cereal. It's 1 o'clock.
Or your body. Huh?
It's 1 o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock. All right, I'm going to finish this hem then, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay. I'm gonna highlight some teeth.
Look for all the teeth
are
in the
like
world.
a drug. You do have to wean off of them, Brock.
Well, they're a good crutch for live content as well. Because one of the things about being a presenter on stuff is that you have to fill a silence. And it's handy to have something that you know people will understand and like.
That's fair. I guess I'd never really thought of it that way.
There we go.
Okay.
I think you naturally do it as like a
Yeah.
thing when you're on camera as well.
Sort of bring things in. Yeah, that makes sense. Love. Behave.
There we go.
Poor Margaret.
Oh, Margaret. Gone too soon from this world.
That's lemons, says Isabel. The poor RPS video team at EGX last year, it only really just come together. And, we were sort of backstage talking to Matthew Castle, who is their head of video, and he was talking about, it was like, you know, it's all right for you, Eurogamer, like, you've got loads of bloody in-jokes already, we've not got any yet. And I was like, oh, you just need a catchphrase that you then just repeat all the time. And Chris Tapsell, who is a writer on Eurogamer, went, that's lemons! And then we started yelling it at them, and then the chat started getting filled up with people yelling, that's lemons, and we sort of just forced a bad catchphrase on them. I don't know if they're still doing it, but for a time they were referring to themselves as Team Lemons, which made me feel good. Done a little highlight on the teeth. Quite pleased with how they're going together. I'm going to do a bit more shading on them in the fullness of time. But in the meantime, I'm just literally going to paint these teeth, and then I think we should prepare to finish the stream.
Aye,
So you and I need to break down the sets.
And the sick-ass beat.
Jug. And then we need to go do some team building.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Oh, a super chat.
As we
Roxas and
quite literally build the team.
nothing witty to say, just gratitude for a fun live stream that doesn't end in the AM.
Thank you. Glad everyone's enjoyed the different times.
I certainly wouldn't be adverse to doing the odd stream in the morning, or just a really bloody long one. I could do this all day.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Maybe once a month we'll do a mega paint stream or something.
Mega paint.
I like how these are coming together. I like underpainting, I like painting, I like glosses, I like grots, I like wheels, I like you. I like my job a lot.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right.
Should we crowd everyone in for a group photo?
Yeah, come on then. Let's get the gang together, shall we? Oh God.
Just gonna knock them over.
we've both got quite a few models, so it's going to be.
I've got 3.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
I'm not going to put unpainted grots down there.
Here comes the gang.
You continue to line those up while I get ready to swap us out to the thanks for watching screen. See if I can get around to without knocking everything over. Nearly falling down.
Oh my God.
Christ.
There you go, guys. So that's what we've been working on today. That is our Nighthaunt and Gloomspite Gitz current army setup. I hope. Oh, honking teeth, says Here Be Dragons. They are pretty honking.
Oh.
So thank you very much to everyone for watching. Thank you very much to everyone who sent us a super chat as well. It's very kind of you. If you enjoyed this, we stream every week, and of course, give us a subscribe on our YouTube channel, Dicebreaker. That's youtube.com/Dicebreaker. You're here right now. Give us a subscribe, hit the bell icon so you see when we get our next video uploaded, which will hopefully be tomorrow. And thank you very much for watching, and have a lovely day.
Goodbye forever.